That was the best workout ever, dude. When you're just like, just raw power, just like, bam, like, oh, dude, you're in shape. It's like, bro, you just wait. Like, this is not me in shape. Yeah. It is so important when you're punching a bag to wrap your hands. What is up, guys? Day 8, 9, somewhere around there.
Shoot, yeah, there's a few in the queue, so it's one of those days.
Yes, so one of these days, guys. Day 8 or 9 of walks with Cody and Dakota. Today, I just got off the phone, so I'll talk to you guys about it. I just got off the phone with a seller. Hey man, this is honestly like why I really do love to do what we do. I was talking to a seller. We were actually having complications, which is funny. So like they were going to sign. The guy got pretty upset. He ended up not signing. So then Ryan texted me and said, hey, I want to see if you can get involved, help me solve the situation. So I finally talked to the brothers and stuff. Find out, like, you know, we've been working on this deal for like a year and a half, just going through lawyers, going through paperwork, just helping them to figure it out. They've been super helpful with us, like signing paperwork and stuff. At the end of the day, they signed and they weren't gonna net anything because they had judgments against them. They, you know, were getting garnished wages. So that's the nice thing is like, no matter what, they were gonna get all their debt wiped, right? So that's kind of nice too of like, okay, instead of owing money, now your debt is cleared and you don't owe anything. So that is one super big positive, but also like they weren't in the best financial situation and they really need some money. And so what I told them is just for them going through it all, we're gonna give them $1,000 each. So the brother and him, which we didn't have to do at the end of the day because like we already had a deal, we already had an agreement, but it just felt like the right thing to do given everything that they had and they went through, and they did help us out a lot. So yeah, the guy, I mean, you heard him on the phone, he was just crying because of how grateful and happy he was. And so it's pretty awesome to be able to do that and actually have somebody be grateful, because that's the other part too, is like we've had other people that just felt like it was an expectation and they're like, well, you guys sold it for this amount, so I deserve more. It's like, well, not really. We had an agreement. I don't think it's fair to base it, like if we were making no money, now would you say that it's unfair? But because we're making money, now you think that the deal wasn't fair. Like that doesn't really make sense. It's not about the amount of money we make, it's about the deal and the agreement that we had. But at the end of the day, we're gonna go and give them more money, even though we didn't agree to it, because we want to help the person. And because honestly, I feel like it's like, in this situation, I feel like it's the right thing to do because they did so much work to help us out for so long. And it's not like we didn't do a lot of work, but yeah. So anyway, it was pretty cool.
You made his day.
Yeah, made his day, dude. Made his day. Yeah.
By hearing it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Well, his day was going horrible and yeah. Yes, sir. All right, buddy, you got anything?
I've seen that you have been getting into boxing and hitting the bag, and that's pretty cool.
Yes, sir.
I like it.
Do you like that, buddy? I told you, I was like, dude, I've been watching Michael Chandler, and like he's just been inspired me. And then, dude, I've never actually practiced ground and pound, but when I started doing that, I was like, holy crap, dude.
Yeah.
Like I can still, like, the same way that you throw a punch like standing up is a very similar way of throwing a punch when you're going down. So
just giving it everything you got.
Yeah, I was like, that was a lot of fun, dude. I'm so excited. Like, yeah, it's so funny because I'm like, dude, I'm gonna get in shape, and that's what I'm telling everybody. I don't know if I said that to you, but it was like, oh, dude, you're in shape. It's like, bro, you just wait.
Yeah.
Like this is not me in shape. So when I get a punching bag and when I like really start working out the way that I like to, a little bit more calisthenics, more like just body weight stuff where I'm running, I'm punching a bag and I'm using that like fast twitch muscle.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm in another shape. Like that's another gear for me. Me just lifting and stuff, honestly, I don't feel like that's really me in shape in general, because I get tired really easy. And if I'm like wrestling or fighting or something, dude, I get tired in like 45 seconds.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's like, it looks like you're in shape, but I'm in shape only in one way. Whereas when I'm in boxing shape, I'm in shape in like 3 to 5 ways. Like I'm still strong, but also I can still like get my fast twitch and I can still run. Like I have endurance. So I have like all 3, I feel like. So that's really what I mean whenever I'm saying like in shape. So yeah, cool. I'm very excited for that, dude. Dude, look, oh, you probably can't see it very much, but like I got so many bruises and stuff just from like elbowing it, just from bam. But yeah.
Like the old days.
Yep. And then my hands, like it hurts so bad to like just stretch it out because of like just squeezing a fist and punching it in hand wraps and stuff.
Yeah. Do you wrap your
Oh yeah.
hands?
That's actually, so don't hit a freaking punching bag without wrapping your hands. I don't care how good you are. You can just mess up your wrists so easy. And when you mess them up, I was actually tell him, I did have it wrapped, but I messed up my fist so bad because I hit somebody in the side of the head. So basically it was like a left hook, and then I just hit them right there. And it just freaking sent a shock down there. It still hurts to this day. Like literally, if somebody shook my hand with my left hand, it still hurts. So
that's funny.
Yeah, you should definitely wrap them.
But I broke my hand on Colton's elbow one time.
Oh my
I went
gosh.
to throw a punch at him.
Yep.
And he blocked, and I hit him in the elbow. Broke my hand for like, I didn't get it checked out either.
Where at?
Where at?
Yeah, where did it break it at?
It was like
right around the same area.
Sometimes, like if I go to do push-ups or something, like it'll hurt, like a jolt.
We'll let them go by.
Yeah. It sucks.
Yep. No worries. Yep.
Yep.
It's crazy how stuff like that. So yeah, I freaking wrap your hands every time, bro.
Yeah.
It is so important when you're punching a bag to wrap your hands.
Yeah.
But yeah, I found that like my right hand, like I have a pretty hard right hand, but it's just not as snappy. It doesn't feel as like when I throw my left, it's like a whip. It's just like bop. But then my right hand is more like, I don't know, it's kind of like a thud, and I just don't feel like I got the distancing or the timing down exactly right. And then also I need to learn some more combinations, because I usually throw a lot of straight punches. I can throw like a left hook pretty well, but I was never taught in boxing to throw a right hook. And so I need to start like actually practicing, like throwing more combinations and stuff. So I'm very excited, dude. And I'm gonna get another bag because I finally got my bag hung now.
Yeah.
And so then I can't practice the ground and pound, but I'm like, bro, I gotta practice that ground and pound, because like that was the best workout ever, dude. When you just raw power, just like bam, like yeah, it was crazy.
Do you imagine that being anybody?
No.
No.
That's a good question, actually. So that's actually a funny point. I'm such a competitive person, but I'm not an angry person to where I'm not like upset with anybody, or like there's nobody that I dislike, and there's some people that I really, really dislike, but even then I don't imagine like hurting them. Like I don't like hurting people. What I like to do is kind of what I talked about on the last one. What I like to do is hurt people, quote unquote, just by winning. So whenever I'm winning and like doing well and I'm doing it the right way, that's going to make people really pissed off. That's going to bother people. But like physically hurting people is like, I'm just not that interested in it. Now, I will say that there's times that I get upset and then I'm like, okay, I want to go punch that person. And like, I actually do want to get physical and fight, but it's usually not for very long. It's for about 5 minutes. And then at the end of the day, I get over it. But there's not very many, like not even very many, but there's nobody that I would want to physically hurt or like punch, which is another reason why I got into boxing. Because I like boxing because it's very competitive, but whenever you like knock somebody out or knock them down, you don't have to keep punching them, you know? I don't like hurting people that much. Yep. So, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of funny. Because most people think I'm like a super aggressive person, which I kind of am. I'm pretty aggressive, but not in like that kind of sense, like the hurting kind of sense.
You don't want to, but you could be.
Exactly, yeah. Like I could hurt somebody, but I don't like to hurt people. It's not fun for me. And then I feel really bad. Especially if I've never fought anybody out of like anger. Like I've never engaged.
Yeah.
I've tried to engage, but that's another thing I was actually just talking to my sister about, was I'm not the kind of person, even if you get mad at me and I do want to actually physically fight you, I'm going to stand up to you and say, all right, like, let's go. And if you don't engage, I'm not the kind of person who's going to hit you. I'll be like, okay, we're not fighting then. But if I want to fight you, I'm basically going to say, all right, let's fight. And like, I would like to do this. And then if you put your hands up, then we're fighting. But I'm not going to be the kind of person, I'm not the kind of person who's like, you got to hit me first. I'm like, no, as soon as you say you're good, I will punch you first. I'm okay with that. I'm just not going to punch you out of nowhere or like anything like that. It's only if you want to actually engage too. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I need to join you on those bag hitting days.
100%, dude. They're so fun, and like you get into such good shape, bro. Dang, you might knock down the whole garage though.
I just have to tamp it down a little bit and actually do it for conditioning.
Yeah.
Just power.
Yep.